1962. Late in the year, they had switched to the 3-knob system, as is seen on this bass. This is considerably later, in 1969, jazz bass with original black finish. 3 knobs, as is typical of custom color examples with opaque color finishes. It has a white laminated beveled edge guard rather than the tortoise shell grain. As is typical of those made from late 65 onward, it has a bound pick guard, and as is typical of those from mid-66 onward, instead of dot inlays, it has the pearloid plastic block inlays. Also, as is typical of many custom color jazz basses, as well as custom color Jaguars and Jazzmasters, it has matching color on the front of the peg head. Although when they did custom colors in Strats and Tellys and in P basses, they did not put matching color on the front of the peg head. Matching color on the front of the peg head is typical of Jazzmasters, Jaguars, and jazz basses. And interestingly enough, too, those models were the top models in the Fender line, the most expensive ones. Not necessarily the most expensive today. Just as I explained with the example of the Gibson Super 400, it cost more money new than a Martin D45, double as much when it came out, but is worth much less today. A Jazzmaster or a Jaguar cost more money new than a Stratocaster or a Telecaster of the same year, but today would have less resale value. The jazz bass, on the other hand, cost more money new than the precision bass, and typically will bring more money used as a vintage instrument than a precision bass of the same age. But both are great basses, precision basses and jazz basses, and there are people who swear by one or the other as being the best bass ever made. I personally like precision basses. On the other hand, my personal preference is less important than my customer's preference on that. I am almost exclusively an acoustic player. So my personal opinion as to what bass I like the best is less important than the buyer who's going to play it. But both are good basses and are certainly basses considered to be the archetypes in their field and unsurpassed in quality of playability and sound.